In this video, we're going to practice adding fractions that have similar or like denominators. So let's take a look at this first one. For the first one, we have 1/12 plus 7/12. Now remember, it's really important that when you're adding or subtracting fractions with like denominators, you just add straight across. So we have our 12 and 12. We're going to keep our denominator exactly the same. Remember, you do not add the denominator. And we're just going to add our numerators. 1 plus 7 is 8. So my answer is 8/12. Great start on that one. Now we're going to get a little bit more complicated. That first one was pretty much a gimme. So as you can see, we've got mixed numbers for these, and a lot of them are going to take some renaming and regrouping. So remember, we're always going to start with the fraction. So we've got 3/5 plus 3/5. We know that 3 plus 3 is 6. Our denominator is going to be 5. And we're going to add our whole numbers. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 and 6/5. We can't leave it like 10 and 6/5 because 6/5 is an improper fraction. And you can't have a mixed number that's also an improper fraction. So we need to simplify it. We need to take our 6/5 and turn it into a proper fraction. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 away from the 6/5 because remember, 5 over 5 equals 1. So if I take 6/5 minus 5/5 or 1, that would give me 1/5 left. So let's try that. We have 10 and 6 over 5. So that equals 10 plus 1/5 plus 5/5. Because remember, I took 5/5 away from that 6/5. So I've got the 10 still, I've got my 1/5, and I've got the 5/5 that I took away. So let's go ahead and turn that 5/5 into 1. So there's our 1. If I have 10 plus 1/5 plus 1, I'm going to have 11 and 1/5. We're going to keep working on these, but I hope you remember how to do it from last year. Let's do 2 more. 1 3/8 plus 2 7/8. Let's do it again. 3/8 plus 7/8 is going to get me 10/8. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 and 10/8. Improper fraction, we can't have it. Let's simplify. I know I'm going to take away 8/8 from my 10/8 so that I have a 1. So I'm going to say 10/8 minus 8/8 equals 10 minus 8 is 2. 2/8. And remember that 8/8 is the 1. So I pretty much just take this 10/8 and I pull 1 out of it and put it with my 3 to make it a 4. So when I pulled that 8 out of the 10, I had 2 left. So my answer is going to be 4 2/8. Let's do another one. And then we're going to have some more practice at the end. 6 4/5 plus 7 4/5. Let's add the fractions first. 4 and 4 is 8. Keep your denominator. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 and 8/5. So, same thing we did before. I'm going to pull 1 or 5/5 out of my 8 and give it to my 3, my 13. So that's going to give me 14, and I had to subtract 5 from that 8. So I've got 14 and 3/5. You are subtracting from the numerator whatever the denominator is because you're subtracting 1 whole from your improper fraction. Your next video is going to be telling you how to subtract with like denominators. And then after that, we'll get some practice in together.